My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school hockey, coming to you from the WEX in Cadillac.
Welcome back, everybody, to second period action here at the WEX in Cadillac. Jeff Castillo and Bill Dooley bringing you the action on a Friday night in late November, right before the Thanksgiving break, not too far away. Jeff, you got plans with the family?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're going to, have a little Thanksgiving at home, and then we're going to do a little traveling to our extended family, out in the Saginaw area.
All right.
So looking forward to that and
Yeah.
get a little break from work and,
Just relaxing with family.
Good stuff. I've still got some little yard work to get to if we can get that layer of white off.
Well, the Vikings and the Huskies played to a 1-1 tie in the first period. Some good action. We had long stretches where each team was controlling the play. So we'll see what develops here in the second period with Fisher Moore facing off against number 10. That was Braden Falk. Brian Farley putting a little pressure on the defense. Coming up with it is Nolan McCarthy. That pass goes behind Falk, and giving chase is Farley. Intercepted now by Brian Farley. It's paying off all that forechecking he's doing. Puts it back to the point, and it'll come out to center. Vikings will chase it back into the zone. That's Caleb McKinley. McKinley tried to go around his man, but it's taken away by Sudman. And now Fisher Moore puts it high off the glass, and it will not clear the zone.
Yeah, that's not always a automatic getting out of the zone with those stanchions.
Yeah, and there's another play where Schmidtdale had a chance. And the Vikings, just like in the first period, Jeff, had trouble getting the puck all the way out over the blue line.
Well, that's, a little bit of
intercepted. There's a turnaround shot by Gable Sudman. We got a potential penalty coming up here. And for sure, Fisher Moore is going. And
he's shaking his head. I don't know if he agrees with it or not. Doesn't appear to.
Is Braden Falk also number 10? I think referee said they're both going.
Yeah, it looks like they're both going to sit in the box and think about it for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we'll see if it's a offsetting or if somebody picked up an extra 2. The referee is talking over with the captain, Blake Sorge, right down below us. And so the faceoff will be deep in the Vikings zone as they sort this out.
Right, and with offsetting penalties in high school hockey, they remain at 5-on-5.
That is correct.
The NHL, they go 4-on-4 on offsetting penalties, I believe.
Yes, they do.
But in high school hockey, both teams will still be at full strength here with the offsetting penalties. So no harm done other than they both have to sit in the box for a couple minutes.
And I think they have the answer that they want. Maybe not what they want, but they have an answer.
They're going to have to live with it one way or another.
Puck is dumped to the corner. See if you can pick up the penalties.
One was a trip.
Okay,
so we had a tripping and a roughing.
Okay. Puck is at center, picked up by Owen Hobson. Hobson is the goal scorer tonight for the Huskies. Cam Keene will reverse it around to Cam Harold. One spelled with the K, one spelled with the C. Olivia Peedle makes the safe pass over to Cam Keene. Cam Keene holding on to it, coming over his blue line. Just starting here in the second period, and the Vikings will fling it around the boards. Henry Schmidtdale got a stick on it. Austin Kyling in the vicinity. And now picking up the loose puck and coming down is Nolan McCarthy with a hard shot. That was a dandy from way outside the blue line.
Just a little bit off net there, but better watch out for that shot throughout the night.
Yeah. Vikings Cam Keene with the puck. And that goes into the netting.
Up in the net.
In the NHL, that would be a...
Yeah, unfortunately in high school hockey, no harm done on that one, where in the NHL they give you a penalty.
So the Vikings will change it up. They'll come out with Cole Mortensen and Ian Lilly, along with Caleb McKinley and Brian Farley and Schmidtdale. Gable Sudman, number 11, takes the face-off. The Vikings wrap it around the boards. Heading down the ice, we have a potential icing. Nope, it's waved off. Loose puts it behind the net to Wester, number 8, Daniel Wester. Long pass up the boards, and we got a offside. It just cleared the blue line.
Yep. All right, well, Cadillac has not been able to get many shots on Peter Todd tonight, but they, I think they should be glad that they're at 1-1 right now.
There's been no sustained pressure except for the very beginning of the game, Jeff, when they had like maybe 2-3 minutes in their zone, and then after that,
small little flurry when Ian got the goal.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
Other than that, they have not had a lot of sustained pressure in the zone.
Now Carson Peedle, number 12. That one is chipped away from him down the ice. Icing is going to be called. And while we have a second here, we want to talk a little bit about the conference that Portage Northern, they play in the Southwest League along with Matawan, Kalamazoo United, and Portage Central. And it sounds to me like that's their big rivalry game, talking to Blake Sorge. Their home arena is the Wings West Arena. And you said you played in that years ago, Jeff?
I believe if that was, it used to be what was called K-Wing Stadium. Yeah, I've definitely played some hockey there.
Back to the point. McKinley just off the side of the post.
Of course, that was a number of years ago. But nice arena.
Puck comes out into center ice, knocked back in by number 10. That is Carson Carlington. So we have both the Carsons out here. Centering attempt, stolen by Blake Sorge, number 12. He's got one man to beat. That's Caleb McKinley. McKinley, good job knocking that puck loose, because Sorge had a lot of speed.
Yeah, he did a really good job of maintaining his speed.
That
Thought
puck
he was
comes
going to go around him.
Schmidtdale, there's a high stick. Oh, they waved it off. No, they've got it.
Yep. They got it, so that is going to stay inside the zone.
Good job by linesman Tollfree, because Chad Wilson didn't have a good view of it and was right in front of Jacob.
All right, so both teams getting fresh players on the ice.
There's one of those good calls we were talking about by the referee.
That's right.
See?
Well, I've told you before, this rink needs some good refereeing.
Face off in the Viking zone. Cam Harold, number 3, holding on to it along the boards. He's poke checked by Sudman. Sudman takes it back to the point to Luce. Luce in the corner towards Sorge. Back to Luce, and he loses control, comes out to center ice. They're going to have to clear the zone. Right back in it goes. With the puck, nice move by Cam Keene, and another one. Keene holds on to it, and he'll dump it in the zone. That's a good job of clearing the zone. Logan Collins goes in, puts a check on Alexander Luce. Coming up to number 13, that's Nick Jebson. It'll come out to center ice where Cam Keene for the Vikings will turn with it. Keene with the long pass to Collins, goes off his stick. Tip back into the zone.
That one looks like it's going to go for an icing, yeah.
We got an icing.
It is. So again, we would like to mention our sponsors tonight. We've got Pizza Plus, Fox Motors of Cadillac, and very busy right now, Cadillac Tire, as the snow is starting to fall and everyone's trying to get some fresh tires and snow tires on their vehicles.
Yep.
But we appreciate their sponsorship and bringing you the games this year.
1-1 here with 12:20 to go here in the second period. You are watching high school hockey action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Jeff Castillo, oh, there's a play right in front of the net. It was kind of a giveaway. Sorge back to the point. Never made it through as Farley put some pressure on his man. And following up is Schmidtdale. Schmidtdale, 1-on-3. Just shoots the puck behind the net. And now Jonathan Slack. That one is tipped, and then nice kick save there by Fisher Moore. Fisher Moore into the offensive zone, taken away by the Huskies. High into the air.
They like that high pass up in the air.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of cool. Blake Sorge in the slot. That was intended for Slack, and it was tipped at the last second. Vikings will clear. Delayed offside now, so Brian Farley dumps it in the zone, and we've got an icing call. There's been a lot of those tonight.
Yeah. And throughout the years, hockey's always making improvements and trying to, tweak the rules a little bit here and there and everything. I think one of the nicest things that they've done, and this happened a number of years ago, is letting them, get the delayed offsides and letting them tag up instead of just calling offsides right away.
Yeah.
That's helped the game tremendously.
Oh, that was a huge step.
Yeah, it really was. That was a good move. Hopefully that'll never go away because that makes a lot of sense.
Puck is back at the blue line. Comes out. Brian Farley with some speed down the right side. Farley cuts back. There's a shot. Good save. He gets right back up, and it's taken by number 13, Jepson, with a good pass right on the blade of Braden Falk. It's a 2-on-1 here. Falk cuts in. Backhand. Good save by Nathan Moore. Centering attempt. Right through the stick of Jepson, or else he would have been wide open for a shot.
Yeah, Nate played good position on that break there.
Yeah, it seems like he's just covering his angles really well, and he's making the saves look easy. That's because he's in position.
Yeah, he really didn't need to move. He was already in a good spot.
Yeah. Another delayed offside. Ian Lilly will backhand it down and wave it off. They got a gift there.
Yep. He was a couple feet from getting across that line.
Now the puck is taken by Sudman, and that puck is deflected by Sorge in behind the net. Cam Keene, long pass off the stick of Molly McKeever, and this time it'll go for an icing with 10:17 to go. Jeff, what do you have?
Well, we would like to mention our crew tonight. We've got director Hannah Crouch in the van outside. Caden Darrow is out there with her. Skylar Terry is taking care of the camera on the south end. Rosalind Sheldon is on the north end, and Mr. Damian Brooks is up in the on the red line there in the balcony getting those shots. So good job by our crew tonight bringing you all the action.
That one makes it all the way through, and more.
Yeah, really good deflection. That one just ended up missing the net.
Yeah, had eyes on it.
Tough play for a goalie to make a save on. And that puck gets deflected.
That was a smart play by Nolan McCarthy there, just to get it towards the net. There's a centering attempt. It'll be kept in, still kept in, barely. Wester with a wrister, and holding on is Nathan Moore.
All right, and Portage has done a good job of keeping traffic in front of the net, which makes it even harder for the goalies, especially when they're leaning around to the left and to the right, trying to find the puck.
And Jeff, the assistant coaches, I never got to that for the Huskies. Alan Noble, we had a little chat with him out before the game. Steve Jepson, Cody Meadmore, Dylan Ruggles, Joel Martin, and the team manager is Kathy Todd.
All right, they brought quite a crew with them tonight then.
Jepson couldn't make it, but I think everybody else is here. In front of the net, Henry Schmidtdale, watch out here. Taking a whack at it was Sudman, keeping it in. Putting some pressure on now the Huskies, so the Vikings will just ice that puck.
Yeah, Cadillac has got to be careful with those turnovers in their zone. They've been a little sloppy with that puck in their own zone, and you know as well as I do, you can get away with it for only so long, and it's going to come back to bite you. So I'm sure that's one of the conversations Scott Graham's going to have with them in intermission is being a little bit taking care of the puck in their own zone.
Yeah, Nathan's probably thinking too, hey guys, come on, get the puck out of here.
Yeah.
Face off deep in Viking territory. 9:28 to go here in the second period. Still 1-1. Gable Sudman with a nice move there, holding on to it. Now it'll come up to Henry Schmidtdale. Schmidtdale, that one was turned over, going down hard. And
got a tripping call. That's going to be tripping on the Vikings, so that's going to
is that Brian Farley?
Give the Huskies another power play.
Okay, so Brian Farley with the penalty. And we want to mention that Molly Anderson from the Cadillac girls basketball team will be with us in between the second and third period. So that'll be fun, kind of reminiscent about their run last year,
right?
And what kind of a team they expect to have this year with Coach Mike McLaurin. So we've
new
got
season, new year.
Yeah,
got to keep that chemistry going.
That's right. So it's Hobson out there with Wester. And who do we have here? Nolan McCarthy on defense. McCarthy lugs it over the line, makes a move, drops it back for Sorge. Blake Sorge holding on to it, setting up at the top. That puck scores all the way through. I think it might have been deflected.
It definitely got deflected. It might have went off of a leg of one of the Cadillac players, but nonetheless ended up in the net. It was a good, hard shot.
Kept it low, and those are hard for the goalies to pick up with a maze of players in front of them. That was a quick power play goal, Jeff.
Yeah, they didn't mess around on that one. That was actually their first. Was that their first power play? Because the other one that Cadillac got was an offsetting penalty.
Right, I believe that was
that was their first.
Yep.
All right, so that puts them up 2-1
at the 8:38 mark of the second period, and they regain that 1-goal lead. Puck is dumped into the zone. First one after it is Caleb McKinley. McKinley takes a hit from Hobson. Henry Schmidtdale almost lost the puck right in front of the Cadillac student section. Now it's put him behind the net. Hobson, number 33, being checked there by McKinley. McKinley working hard. Puck goes underneath, but then it squirts out. Vikings will clear it to center. Nolan McCarthy, number 3, one of the seniors, one of the 7 seniors on this team. Hobson is, the puck is taken away. Schmidtdale had a chance. Now Henry Schmidtdale. Good forechecking pressure by the Huskies. They'll put it in on net. Nathan Moore will dish it off to McKinley. Making a change now is Portage Northern. Vikings just are not able to make that good breakout and a quick pass. So they'll shoot around the other side. Dominic Cava with a little slash on Moore. Moore over the zone, tried to work his way through. There's a long shot.
Yep, they did get.
They did it. Okay.
They got Fisher there with I think it was a slash. He was either going to get a hook or a slash. He was getting a little carried away with that stick up on the glove.
Yep.
So
they'll let it go
Portage,
a little bit,
right.
but you know.
Well, yeah, the first one I think was okay, and then he did another one or two and ended up getting the call. So that's going to put Portage on the power play again. Not what Coach Graham was looking for.
They really need to kill this one off. You don't want to go down two kind of late in the second period.
Nope, not at all.
Draws one. There's a shot by Nick Jepson, steered aside by Nathan Moore. Now Alexander Luce gets it over to Sorge. That's a wrist shot through. The rebound is knocked away, and the Vikings will clear it out to center. Dominic Cava will retreat behind his net to set it up with 6:40 to go here in the second period.
All right. They all came back in deep to the zone on that power play.
Almost offsides. He had to retreat. Now number 17, Cava. Gives it off to number 10. That's Braden Falk. Gable Sudman. And the Vikings clear it out to center. Good job there by Nolan McCarthy to catch that blistering shot. That might sting.
Just a touch.
Oh, there was, I think the referee missed.
Oh, I thought they were going to get a tripping call there.
I did
I
too.
know he was looking for it.
Yeah.
He might have got away with one right there.
Yeah. Here comes a break for Ian Lilly down the left side. He's got one man to beat. Goes into the middle. Never gets the shot off. We got a penalty coming up.
Well,
and
could this be?
Could be.
If he did not get the shot off, well, I thought he could have possibly been a penalty shot.
I don't think they deemed that he was clear
enough
and free. You know, he was more on the side a little bit. So going into the penalty box is going to be number 8, Daniel Wester. He is a senior.
All right, so that's going to even things up here at 4 apiece for a while anyway. And then that's going to put the Vikings on a power play. They get through this 47 seconds.
All right, so I think Coach Graham is kind of trying to explain that should there be a penalty shot?
Well, yeah, that's what I would be doing because he was in the clear and he did not end up getting a shot off.
Mm-hmm. He was talking to referee Chad Wilson, just explaining that never did get, like you said, get the shot off.
And isn't that the distinction? If they end up getting a shot off, then they're just going to get a penalty. But if they don't get the shot off, a lot of times that can be the penalty shot.
It does depend on the positioning, too, where if they are on the side, it has to be in front, with nobody in between them and the goalie. But it is a little bit of a judgment call.
Yep.
Puck is in the corner. Farley and number 9, that's Connor Meadmore, taken at the blue line. Coming out with some speed is Slack. And we got an offside with 5:19 to go here in the second period. We've got, 17 seconds left on Fisher Moore, and then the Vikings will go on a power play for about 1:20. McKinley will come out.
I've got to tell you, Bill, I'm a little disappointed that Pep Band's not here.
Yeah, I was looking
Friday
forward.
night, I figured they were going to be here, the whole atmosphere and get the band going and second home game and everything, and it's just not sure why that didn't happen, but certainly would have loved to have him here.
Yeah. Blake Sorge will play it back as the Vikings are now on a power play for 1:12. There's a long shot. Moore will dish it off to McKinley. McKinley behind his net. He'll set things up for the Vikings. Nice pass up to Fisher Moore. Moore coming over the line. He's got Ian Lilly with him. Tried to drop it to Lilly. Coming in, flying in there was Farley to disrupt that play. And Blake Sorge will clear it down the ice. Nolan McCarthy. 44 seconds left in the power play for the Vikings. They're down by 1 goal. Ian Lilly's got a little bit of room. Goes around his man, steps underneath. Oh, and almost got it over to Schmidtdale. That would have been a highlight play.
That would have been.
Centering attempt.
Oh, boy, and good play by Peter Todd just to get his stick on it and deflect that puck.
That shot never saw it. We got a delayed penalty coming up. A holding. I want to say it's on the Huskies.
So are they going to, looks like they're going to have a short 5-on-3 here. They still have 18 seconds remaining in the original penalty.
So Dominic Cava looks like the guilty party.
Senior defenseman. So this is a really good opportunity. 18 seconds is not a long time on the 5-on-3, but they're going to have to make quick work of it, but they still will have a full 2 minutes.
Yes, if they can gain possession and kind of set up the play, it'll just, they'll have to watch for that player coming in behind them, though.
Yeah, and boy, you got to win that draw.
Gable Sudman, number 11, is brought down behind the net. McKinley, rebound, still fighting for it, and Peter Todd.
Yeah, he sprawled out and grabbed that rebound.
Vikings.
And there's still 6 seconds remaining in the original first penalty, so they'll still have 5-on-3.
Good sportsmanship there by Brian Farley, picking up the goalie stick and handed it back to him. So the Vikings, Fisher Moore, Farley, Lilly, McKinley, and Schmidtdale out there on the power play trying to tie this game up. Caleb McKinley. Now it's back to a 5-on-4, and clearing the zone is Portage Northern. McKinley with a good pass on Lilly's stick. Farley tried to make a move around him, and the Huskies will clear it down the ice with 1:20 to go in the power play. 3:27 to go in the second period. 2-1, Portage Northern with the lead on the Vikings. Now here's the turnover at the blue line, and catching that one and moving out with it is McKinley. McKinley, pass over to Fisher Moore. Good job by Lilly. There's a shot. Oh, good save. Rebound knocked away at the last second and cleared. Here comes a foot race between Blake Sorge and Schmidtdale, Shorts coming in, and a good save. He just rolled off his stick, Jeff.
Yeah, it did, and unfortunately Moore was able to get his pad down because that still almost could have.
It was still dangerous.
Went in as he was obviously going to go to the other side with it. So they dodged a bullet there. You certainly don't want to give up a late one, especially when you're on a power play trying to get one on. Okay, so Bill is going to go get with Molly for these last 3 minutes and try and get her up here. So we'll continue on with the action as Cadillac's got 50 seconds left in the power play. That goes back to Nolan McCarthy. We got number 10, Carson Carlington, right on him. Good forechecking. McCarthy is able to get the puck all the way down. We've got 30 seconds left in the period. Out to Carlington again. He wasn't able to handle that one, and right back in the zone it goes. Cam Keene gets that one. Makes a nice little dandy move to move it up to Cam Harold. And McCarthy with another shot down all the way. They've got 10 seconds left on the power play for the Vikings. They haven't been able to keep possession of the puck long enough to get anything going. That one goes all the way down deep in the zone. And I am going to relay the mic over to Bill Dooley and Molly Anderson.
Okay, the puck is in the zone, and taking it is Carson Carlington. The Vikings will dump it in. That's Cam Keene. And Molly, have you ever done play-by-play for hockey?
No, I haven't.
All right, you might have to try here. You know some of the players, don't you?
I know a few of them.
Anyway, Molly, thank you for spending a little time with us up in the booth here. How are you doing?
Good. We just started practice, and it's going good so far.
So has it been like 1 or 2 weeks at basketball
Yeah,
starting? Okay.
it started 2 weeks ago, and we've had like a scrimmage or two.
Great.
But the season starts in like a week and a half, so.
Yep, and we're going to be there.
All right,
on TV.
awesome.
Well, that's why we're having you up here, so we can get a little preview and see how the season's going to be looking. So little discussion here at the blue line with the Vikings and Portage Northern. What are you thinking so far of the game?
Well, it's only a 2-1 score, but I think we can come back and hopefully get a dub.
Yeah. Faceoff is going to go deep in the Viking zone with a minute 40 to go. There is a 2-minute penalty. I think that was on Brian Farley, number 11. So the Vikings will have to play shorthanded for the rest of this period. They want to hold off the Huskies, so only be down by 1. Here's a long shot from the point, covered up by Nathan Moore, and he took exception to that little play out in front there by Braden Falk, number 10. In Molly, how many players are on the team this year?
We have 10 right now, and we moved up a sophomore and a freshman because we were kind of short. But we have all 5 returners for our starters.
Okay.
So I think we'll be set.
So you have 5 juniors on the team, or more than that?
I think there's 6 juniors, 2 seniors, and then 2 underclassmen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puck goes into the corner. Braden Falk, number 10. Plays it back to the point to Wester. Wester behind the net. Nice catch there by Sudman. Sudman has gone down, and the Vikings look like they're going to have another penalty. And they got a trip, and the Vikings now are in a deep hole here. They're going to be down 2 men, Molly. Man, you don't have to do that in basketball, right? You guys
no,
never
we don't have to.
There's no power plays in basketball.
No, luckily.
So the Vikings will have to pull out all the stops here with a minute 13 to go here in the second period, down 2 men. And your season starts against who?
Reed City.
Reed City. That's always a classic, start.
We always start them.
Yeah.
It's a good non-conference game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who is the tallest person on your team this year?
As of now, me. So
you are? Okay.
Yeah. And I don't really play like much post, so it's
okay.
It's an interesting combin'ation, but I think
you
it'll
shoot
work.
a lot of threes.
Huh?
You shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
I do know that. And are you 5'11", 5'10"?
I'm actually 5'8".
5'8"? Okay.
Yeah, so we have like 3 5'8" people like around my height, and then everybody else is like 5'4". So we're a little short, but
okay.
Yeah.
But you can utilize, when you come up against these teams with some really tall players, what do you guys? How do you kind of counteract that?
Usually I end up defending like the tallest player, and then we like to put someone in the help position. So then if that tall player gets in, then we're just double on them, and then we just like recover to our home.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah. Speed and tenacity, right?
Yeah. Going for that.
All right, 56 seconds to go here. Vikings win the face-off, and luckily, good job there by Cam Keene to clear it out to center. Turning with it is Nolan McCarthy. McCarthy with some speed over the line. Oh, and he's poke checked there by Cam Keene. He's going to come back the other way. He's down 3 on 5, and the Vikings are wasting some precious time on the power play. Blake Sorge, number 12, going wide in the slot behind his man. He goes in hard to the boards. We've got another penalty coming up on Cadillac, and it'll be blown. That's the captain. He's down right now, having trouble getting up. I don't know, Molly, did you see exactly? I think
Just
he
a
might
big hit to the side.
to the boards there.
Yeah.
So they're out checking on him, and while they are checking on Blake, we can talk a little bit more about last year in the run that you guys made. Can you just tell us a little bit about districts and regionals right now? A little recap?
Yeah. So districts, we got through the first game pretty easy, and then in the district finals, we were down by 1 with like 3.4 seconds left, and Michaela Knight, a senior on our team, hit like just a layup, and it sent us to regionals.
Who was that team that you beat for the district championship? Do you remember?
Benzie.
Okay.
Benzie Central.
Benzie, okay.
So then we played Standish Sterling at home, which was a nice win, and we beat them by quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then I thought by far the best game of the season was our regional championship up in Gaylord, and we played Menominee, and we just like shot the lights out. And then so we won that game, won the regionals, and then eventually made it to quarterfinals. But unfortunately, we didn't win. We lost to Freeland by 10, but it wasn't our best
Freeland
game.
is a good team.
Yeah.
You guys actually, Molly, I remember listening on the radio, you guys jumped out to a lead in that game, didn't you? And then they slowly just started working their way back into it.
Yeah, they had a very experienced team. They were
Yes.
full of seniors, and we were all sophomores at the time.
Yep.
So we just had been under that kind of pressure before. But I think hopefully this year we'll come back and be better than how we
Yeah,
performed.
I mean, you guys have the nucleus, and you gain that experience, and that's important too, right? Going that far and getting that experience.
For sure, yeah. And Freeland eventually made a state championship run. They made it to the state championship, so it wasn't a bad loss.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But hopefully we can do it all again this year.
Yeah. So looking at the ball handlers on the team, just so we can kind of know who's going to be. Do you have like a point guard or a shooting guard? How do you guys?
McKenna Bryant is our main point guard, our starting point guard, as you say. And then me and Olivia Meyer are out on the wings in our offense. But me, Livy, and Kenna all kind of rotate around. It doesn't really matter. But we're all ball handlers. We work on it every day.
What? Looking at the Big North, what's your thoughts? I mean, who's going to be really tough compared to what you saw last year? Or who's losing a lot of players, or what do you think?
Well, last year our toughest competition was West, but they lost a lot of their players. And over the summer we scrimmaged them, and we kind of blew them out. But Central, I feel like Central's coming up with some players, so I think they might be the team to beat this year.
Right.
But everyone has their targets on us because we were undefeated last year, so we just gotta take each game and win it out.
Your overall record when everything was said and done, do you remember what that was?
We were 21-3.
21-3, man.
Yeah.
Great season. Congratulations on that too. It's just got to be exciting. I know you guys put in a lot of work in the off season and stuff. Can you kind of just tell us, some of the work ethic that you've seen with this group and some of the, other girls coming up too?
It's all about, we just love playing basketball. We come into the gym early, we get shots up, and everything we do, we try to go 100% or more just because we know that people are going to want to come out and get us for what we did last season.
Yep.
And we were working over the summer, and
you're Coach McLaurin.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be his second season.
Yeah.
Man, what a job. First year.
I know.
I mean,
I know, it was crazy, and especially coming off the season before, that was a little rough for the program, but it was really nice to see the program. And we got a lot of younger kids coming up, and we're putting on a bunch of clinics for them and stuff, so that's really cool.
Great.
Yeah.
And who's the assistant coaches?
We have Coach Dave Simons, who
Okay.
is specifically our shooting and more defensive stuff.
Yep.
And then our JV coach, he also helps us out, is Coach Damgard, Kip Damgard.
Okay.
And he's new to the program too, so we got fresh staff. But
Okay, here we go back to the action, Molly. We got 18 seconds to go here. Puck is played into the corner. It's a 5-on-3 for the Huskies. Nolan McCarthy with a shot wide of the net. Rebound. Stepping on the puck was Gable Sudman. Now controlling his Falk. Back to the point to Wester. And there's a save as the buzzer goes to end the second period. And boy, we had quite a commotion there at the end. A lot of penalties. And we've got some excitement coming up for the third period. But Molly, we just want to thank you for taking some time, kind of getting us, prepared for that first game on December 5th against Reed City.
yes.
26 Sports and CCTV will be there to cover it. So the best of luck to you and the team this year, all right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You want to hand those right over to Jeff?
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Molly. Be very careful. All right. Jeff, we just want to make sure that we don't have our star player here tripping, going down.
All right, there we go.
Well, Jeff, we saw a lot of stuff happen there at the end of the third period. I think we'll have to get the penalties sorted out here at our break. We're going to give our crew a little bit of time here since they didn't get a long break last time. So we'll just let you know that we'll be back in just a moment with third period action. You are watching high school hockey on 26 Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned.